7 months ago, I think did a heck of a good job telling you what was wrong with Dalton McGuinty. I think he did a good job saying what was wrong with his plan. I didn't do a good enough job telling you about our PC vision, our bold, positive vision on how we can turn Ontario around and make us the best place to find that good job. So I'll give you 4 points on that and open up the floor for your comments and your additional suggestions. Number one, we got to balance the books and problems of Ontario. I went to New York City, well, a month and a half ago. And I went to New York City to talk to some of the financial leaders there, the investment banks, those who give advice to businesses on where to invest in this turbulent world of the debt crisis of 2012. Some of the bond rating agencies and credit rating agencies like Moody's that just gave the province a downgrade on its last budget. And we have world-leading financial experts in Ontario too, but we have a bit of a bias. We live and breathe and love Ontario. So in New York, what was interesting was we're just another place on the map, right? There's just another bunch of numbers. They've got no dog in the hunt. So I said to them, objectively, if you're giving advice to a premier or a governor, a prime minister, or a president, what have you, top 3 ways to create jobs in this world, what are they? They said that's easy. Number 1, rein in your spending, balance your books, and pay down your debt. Number 2, rein in your spending, balance your books, and pay down your debt. Who's investing in Greece these days? Who's going to start up a business in Spain or Italy? Right, we're not there yet, but we're heading in that direction. And 15 years ago, Greek politicians were at a similar crossroads. And what do they choose to do? They kick the can down the road. Now they're in a huge mess. We can't afford to do that here in the province of Ontario. Otherwise, I fear we'll become the Greece Canada. So we put a number of ideas on the table, glad to discuss with you, starting with, by the way, public sector pay freeze for all of us, across the board, whether you're a doctor, teacher, nurse, firefighter, MPP. I know, Tanya, you're saying not the MPPs, they're working really hard. I know you're saying that. I think it's a fair way of doing things. It'll save $2 billion a year. And then you use that as a base to start reducing the size and cost of the public sector and evening out the differential between public sector paying benefits and the private sector is falling farther and farther behind. So number 1, rein in spending, balance the books, pay down your debt. Businesses are not going to invest in a province that doesn't have its fiscal house in order because they know that means higher taxes down the road or less investment in education and world-leading infrastructure. That's job number 1.